Sup, Power Fam? Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, what's up? If you are returning, thank you. Alright, y'all, so this is a reaction video. Raising Kanan season 5. This was episode 3. You know what it is? I have been waiting for us to get another climatic episode like episode 1. I feel like episode 1 really set the bar like high, like buku high. So even though the preceding episodes have been good, it just hasn't met the same type of, I don't know, just that you know what I'm saying? We started off with such a good bang. But anywho, this was a really good episode. Joe Sikora, and forgive me if I butchered his name, but he absolutely killed it. He directed this episode and he killed it. Like the pacing, the cinematography, the framing, all of it stood out. Like the different angles, the different cuts and transitions. Honestly, I'd love to see him direct an entire series one day. I would definitely watch it. But so let's get into reacting to episode 3. Well, folks, I'm gonna say something that I never thought I would say. Kanan actually surprised me. When him and Juke were talking at the diner, I was not expecting him to say that he didn't think Rock killed Fame anymore. I was like, wait, what? It was like an emotional whiplash. Because for so long, like, he drove that so hard. But I'm telling y'all, like I put, 2 videos ago, when the cops was like, we don't know who a famous is. When they told him that, that line changed everything. But what I also want to say is that moment of him actually saying that, I low-key started to fuck with this season 5 Kanan, bruh. Outside, wait, disregard the murder though. Disregard murdering my Uncle Lou. Like, disregard that. But aside from that, okay, you see what it is, y'all. I love duality. I love a person who can exhibit 2 sides of a coin. You know, whatever that may be. And it just seemed like Kanan is getting colder, but he's also getting a little bit more mature, I think. I think that he has realized that he has gone too far. And also, you know what else surprised me, y'all? He apologized to Juke for pulling a gun on her. Like, he actually circled back. She didn't have to bring that part of it up. He brought it up. And he was just like, you know, that was some fucked up shit. That was some fucked up shit, Sean. Like, you know, I was out of pocket. And, but then when Juke flipped it and was like, well, it's not the worst thing that happened that night. It's like, damn. First I thought she knew, like, but then I thought about it. I was like, damn, she probably do know, y'all. Like, she on Kanan's ass. And I can honestly see the remorse and the actual guilt. And when she asked him, like, how you feel about Lou's death, and he said, fucked up. That was the first scene that we've seen since Lou's death where we've actually seen that remorse and that emotion show up. So that was cool. I fucked with that, y'all. I can't believe I'm saying this. I was just talking about him getting his ass beat in the previous video for how he treated Faye. But I fucked with that. I can't even lie. I fucked with the fact that he's at least acknowledging now that he doesn't think that Rock killed Fame. I fuck with him apologizing to Jukebox. And I fuck with him for showing the humanity side, like the human side. And him showing remorse for killing Lou. So do I think like his conscience is like totally developed? No, Do I think that he'll always stay in this pocket? Absolutely not. But what surprised me was I didn't know that he had that level of accountability of self-awareness. Excuse me. That level of self-awareness. I was just shocked. Okay. And then can we just give it up for whoever is styling Rock? When she was walking down that sidewalk talking to that Italian, I think she was talking about buying, I don't know what she was talking about, y'all, because her outfit was so fucking fire. Like, that is Ebony the Great all day. Like, her style is just so top tier. Oh, I love it. That one, and when she was sitting in the house with Marvin and she had on like that Versace jumpsuit, like that shit was so hard. Like, whoever the fuck is styling Rock gotta be styling Mary J. Blige. If y'all have not seen Mary J. Blige in these concerts, baby is T. Styles be on point. Outfits be outfits. Like, you can really see like the little pieces and the little ensembles coming together. So yeah, she be killing it, bro. Like, she never missed. I've never seen Rock miss at all. So shout out to whoever's doing that styling. I'm gonna have to investigate that and give some follows. You know what I'm saying? Because I like that. I felt inspired. As far as, okay, so the next thing that jumped up in my head, I'm gonna be all over the place, y'all, so please forgive me. I'm gonna try to be better about being organized with the timeline. This is why I be calling these videos reactions, because they're more so reactions than reviews. But anyway, so I want to bring up the meeting with Marvin, Flossie, Rock, and the escort girls. So basically, they at the bar, and they're telling basically like the escort girls, okay, this is what it is. Y'all gonna be moving work, blah, 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 blah. So then we get Tiana. She's so pretty, ain't she? She representing for us dark-skinned girls, okay? But in that walk, y'all seen that walk? Ladies, get you a good walk. Go in that mirror, look at yourself, and practice you a good walk. I promise you, it makes all the difference. The command you will get from people just by having a good walk hit different. Just telling you, know what I'm saying? But we talk about that in another video. Anywho, so they kind of made Tiana the focus out of all the girls. So we already know that based upon that and her being in the trailers like she was, we know that she's gonna be around for a minute. So a lot of people were saying they think that she's Jarita, Sean's mama, 50, Kanan, baby mama. Well, I guess she would be his second, because Crystal was pregnant too. But anyway, I think she got an abortion. I think she got an abortion. Anywho, damn, what the fuck was I just saying? Yeah, so the girls, they on board. Okay, cool. Rock was like, all right, well, I'm gonna be out. So she get up and leave. And I mean, when she did that at that point, I was like, okay, well, we know what's about to happen now. Like, she leaving Flossie and Marvin. Like, the fuck. Oh man. So Flossie, you know the part where he was like, you gonna be moving our work to the escorts, and Flossie kind of gave him that look. You know what I was thinking, y'all? I was thinking like, damn, what if she ain't like that? But it's so hard to figure her out. So that leads me into the next thing. So once Rock excuses herself from the bar, Flossie invites Marvin over to her place to clank some champagne glasses or have a drink or whatever. So Marvin instantly like, look, I don't pay for pussy. I don't know what kind of niggas you done dealt with, but I'm the type of nigga that don't pay for pussy. And she was just like, calm down, it's not like that. I just want to talk to y'all. I think like you are just a person. I want to talk. I do not like her voice, y'all. Her voice is so fucking annoying. Her voice is so annoying. And I could take it in the previous episode when Rock initially met up with her. But oh my god, I can't listen to that shit for too long. Anyway, so she invites Marvin over. Marvin accepts it. I just don't trust her motives. Because I'm not clear on what they are. When he showed up over there, it was like he showed up more so out of curiosity than anything else. Like, you could tell he wasn't really comfortable, you know, and you could tell he was very reflective, like just in a different reflective space. And I wonder if he was pondering, you know, it's been a great time on Earth while because I think he up out of here. But I don't know how though, because okay, so I was watching Nate Almighty video, and he brought up a really good point. He said, what if Flossie is an informant? And I could see that. The picture of the daughter. It makes sense. And then it's like she wants to avoid, you know, talking about... Is it that she's trying to avoid talking about anything that's too personally tied to her? It's something there with that story with that daughter. So we're going to put a pin in that, because eventually that's going to be important for us to know. Something fucked up happened 5 years ago. I don't know. She was just like, she's met so many different people. Blase, but she's just so fascinated. She's so fascinated out there. And then it's like, at times, I couldn't tell if she was insulting him or complimenting him. Because it was almost like, ooh, monkey, I love the way you monkey, like type of shit. Like, I don't know. Anyway, so he told her again, look, I don't know what the fuck going on, but I don't pay for pussy. And she was like, believe me, you can't afford this pussy. And so, I guess after they yapped, and then she had brought up the fact that he was Rock's brother. I don't know what to say about Flossie. It's like, I don't know if she likes him because she really like him, or if she's trying to figure him out so that she can get him out the way and it just be her and Rock. Because I remember her saying when Rock initially was talking to her that she don't like really doing business with men like that, because they be trying to take over and shit. That's why when he said that, oh, you gonna be pushing our work, and she looked over at him like that, that's why I said, ooh, I wonder if she didn't like that. So it's hard right now for me to really determine whether Flossie really does like Marvin and she's trying to get close to him so that she can like be his girl, or is she trying to get close to him to get information on him so that she can have him killed, or have him arrested. So I don't know. It was too mixed signally for me, which is excellent acting. Keep that up, y'all. But yeah, I definitely think that story about her daughter gonna come up later. Also, having seen Flossie, y'all, I 100% think that in that trailer where that gun is pointed to Kanan's head, I 100% think that's Flossie. 100%, 1000%, 1,000,000% think that that's Flossie. For sure. But, and I think he's coming after Marvin. And he probably heard through the grapevine that Marvin is fucking Flossie. Because at some point, that's gotta happen, whether she using a nigga or not. I think that's totally gonna happen. And I think he's gonna find himself over at Flossie's place looking for Marvin. He could be looking for Rock. But I think, and then Flossie come out of the hidden shadows with the gun and put it to his temple. So I 1000%, I 1000%, and I 1000% feel like Flossie put Tiana on Kanan on purpose. I don't think that it was just a small world and a small circle like OG Kanan was commenting or narrating over. I don't think that was the case at all. I think we're gonna find out that Flossie put Tiana on Kanan because she's now partners with Rock. So she trying to help Rock, you know what I'm saying? Because now he's her op, he's her rival. So it's like she trying to like send him a weakness, because now that Crystal's gone and we know that he is available, why not? But I think that plan is gonna backfire, because Tiana is gonna develop feelings for Kanan. Kanan gonna develop feelings for her. I think that she could possibly still be Argerita, and Tiana is just a cover-up name. I think somebody else said that. Was that Nate Almighty? Possibly. I want to make sure, y'all, that when I'm saying these things, or maybe it was Mr. Power who said it, but I want to make sure, like, when I'm saying some of these things, that I remember, like, if I get it from somebody else, I want to make sure I shout them out. You know what I'm saying? Because all of these ideas ain't 100% mine, but because a lot of us have great. Anyway, Taz. Let's talk about Taz. Why is he here? Every time he pop up on screen, I'd be like, Taz, brother, why the fuck are you still here? Like, I'm like dead ass serious, bro. Like, why are you still here? The writing is no longer on the wall, bro. It is a demon, and it is yelling at you in your face to get the fuck out. And it's not like, okay, he can't see the whole board like we can, being the viewers. Even if he only saw the square he was in, it's all, nigga, Breeze literally told him, like, yeah, nigga, you being moved out the way. On top of always, like, talking down. Like, his attitude be so attitude with Taz. And I feel like Taz is really tripping, because if he really wants to get some get back, first of all, he should be wanting to get some get back. Like, he should be, because they doing this shit. They playing in your face, Taz. They playing in your face, boy. But he could have used that to his advantage. He could have went over there to the other team, to Rock, and backdoored the fuck out of Breeze, because Breeze showed him his hand. Why start treating him like he's disposable and telling him to his face? And I just don't understand why Taz keeps showing up. I don't get that. It's like, why is the ego telling him to do everything but get back? Like, why is ego not saying, look, nigga, we need to get this nigga before he get me? And that's the part where I'm kind of like, all right. So Taz was doing the little delivery, and the boys, they start teasing him, telling him about word on the street. And just like everybody else, they like, damn, like, why you still here? Like, type shit. You know, we thought you was gone. And that gets to Taz. Now, I will say, Taz got hands. Taz got hands. I was impressed. I ain't gonna lie, I was impressed. Like, them punches look real strong. You know what I'm saying? They look like they mean something. Like they had messages in the fist. You know what I'm saying? So I fucks with that. He definitely, like, he had better hands than Breeze. Anyway, but yeah, I sure would have teamed up with Rock if I was him. Jukebox and Detective Dan. So Jukebox showed up at Detective Dan's house, and if I could find this picture, she has like this mischievous little smirk on her face, and it's just so fucking cute. I actually have a friend in real life, and she be like getting them little looks like that on her face from time to time. Like, I just catch her in her own little world sometimes, and she just be having that look on her face, and I be like, oh shit, what you about to do? What you thinking about? Because I see it, like, it's just so cute, but it's so dangerous at the same time. It's like, what are you up to? Anyway, so when Jukebox showed up to Dan's house, he looked shocked at first, but you know what? He stood on fucking business. Like, he wasn't scared no more. He went straight into, like, protecting, low-key G mode. And I wasn't expecting that. He was like, you know what the fuck you doing here? You know what the fuck kind of trouble you got? What the fuck are you doing here? Look in the mirror and ask yourself, why the fuck are you here? Like, he was standing on 10 toes. And she was like, I'm just saying. you kids put on the way. Police department ain't paying you too much. Like, why they, like, she really, you could tell she really studied OG Jukebox, because why the fuck is she trying to talk like Janet Jackson, bro? Like, that soft, like, whiny whisper almost, like, bruh, fuck, chill with the quiet storm voice. The fuck? It's the middle of the fucking day. Say that shit for 11 o'clock at night. Speaking of 11 o'clock at night, we're gonna talk about that club scene, because Juke really would have had me fucked up if I was old girl. But anyway, so she like, I'll pay you off. Like, she like trying to get on the work, right? He like, bitch, you know what the fuck you say, bitch? Like, he was holding it down. I ain't gonna lie. He was like, now get the fuck off my property before I make the saw get you off. He's like, get the fuck out of here. Turn your chest to the street and push that shit forward. And he was like, don't you ever bring your black 2 French braid ass over here. And your clothes too big anyway, but your pregnant ass. I think Haley was pregnant this season, y'all. I think she was pregnant in season 4, truth be told. Because her style changed very, very drastically, and I don't think it had shit to do with her being a lesbian either, because her clothes, instead of just like kind of like being bigger on her but still fitting on her, that shit was swallowing her, and it seemed to get more and more swallowed every time you saw her. Like, you ain't feeling her. Just your cheeks is puffy as hell, girl, you swollen in the face. Like, she was clearly pregnant. Like, I'm just saying, is that just me? Like, clearly she was pregnant. So anyway, so later, here's what I think. I think that Juke was gonna kill Detective Dan, right? We seen that last episode, but I think she decided to change tactics. Have him work for her, while she worked for him. They exchanged, and see, this is how she gonna find out more information about Crystal, more information about Fame, because remember, he was also the same detective that was talking to his mama, talking to Fame mama. I mean, so, like, he was the one that was with her when she had to go ID the body. So this is where she's gonna find out about that. What I said, Lou, Fame, and Crystal. Yup. She gonna get the drop on all of that shit, and she probably gonna get papers and forms and shit as proof too. But I got a question though, and I think that they gonna become friends. I think that her and Detective Dan, I think they gonna become a team. Like, I really think they gonna become real cool. It would have been cool too to see her and Detective Burke. If they would have really came together, that shit would have been so hard. But I think that her and Detective Dan, they gonna become cool. But I do got a question, y'all, before we leave this topic. What the fuck was that in that envelope when he pulled up to Juke, told her to get inside the car, and then he handed her that? At first I was like, okay, maybe he wrote down his price, but then I was like, well, why would he need that big ass envelope? I don't know what the fuck in that envelope. Somebody please tell me, because I'm confused. I'm lost like Gorilla Zoe in that Cadillac car performance. But anyway, so yeah. Oh, and he told Juke, like, you fuck with me and I'ma kill you. And she was like, but her spirit was like, noted. But we'll see what happened. Marvin and Jukebox had a beautiful scene together. Excellent acting. I got emotional when Juke got emotional. And seeing Marvin get emotional again, that was just the cherry on the top. And I really respect, like, I fuck with the type of loyalty that Juke is extending to her father. I fucks with that, y'all. Like, for real. This easily could have been a Juke show. And they say she's not gonna be in Origins. I don't think she necessarily needs to be, but it would be nice to see her in a few episodes, maybe. I know they wish they would have did more with the OG Jukebox now, because young Juke, like, the way they've done her character development, it makes you want to see more OG. So good job, Haley girl, with your pregnant ass. Hope your baby is healthy and well. I'm sure he or she is. Don't pay me no mind. Don't pay me no mind, girl. Don't pay me no mind. I'm just saying. Yeah, but anyway, so Juke asked Marvin, well, she tell him like she wanted to be in the game, so he get her a job at the bar, basically collecting money for the delivery girls, blah 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 blah. I think that this is definitely setting up again the fact that Marvin is about to be up out of here. I just don't know if he's going to be killed or if he's going to go to jail, because he could die in prison. You know what I'm saying? If he gets life and then he ends up passing away in there, that still would shake Juke just the same. Because losing Marvin, period, is like that is her lifeline. So it's setting it up so that we really feel the effects of when Juke loses Marvin. Will Juke lose Marvin in season 5? I think so, because she's not in Origin. So I think that's when she left. And Marvin was just like, I hate this shit for you. I hate this shit for you. Then tell her don't do it. Don't do it. Go be something better. Go build something legit. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, he didn't do that. He was like, all right, I got a position for you at the bar. You start tonight at midnight. Boom. Speaking of bar though, let's talk about the interaction with Rock. So y'all, that was weird, right? Like that was so weird. So Rock, she comes strutting in there and she telling Jude like, Marvin told me that you working for him. I mean, no. That defeat the whole point of what I was gonna say. Like Marvin told me that you here, and we used to talk about this all the time. Now look at you on the other side, working for me. I was like, damn, she might have to throw in the working for me part. Like that shit was just hella weird. And Jude was like, I'm working with my father. And Rock was like, you working for Marvin. Right. You working for Marvin. You funny as hell, Juke. And she walked off. I was like, what the fuck was that about? Because I don't think that Marvin has told Rock yet that Juke spilled her beans about Rock messing with Unique and being pregnant by him and yada yada yada. And speaking of Unique, I like the fact that, so we didn't see him this episode, right? Thank God. Don't want to. Stay where you at, Unique. But his name was brought up like quite a bit, and I'm glad that Rock broke it down to Marvin like, Unique, if you asked me if Unique would be the type of person to run, and once he realized that he can't be the king of that jungle, he's gonna find another tree to piss on. So he ain't run, he just moved on, and you need to move on. And I felt her on that because Marvin does need to move on, but at the same time, it's like, well, Rock, you can help him move on by telling him the truth. Oh, speaking of that, because I jumped ahead. So we also found out in this episode that Rock is suffering from PTSD. Y'all, PTSD is so fucking real, bruh. Like, I suffer from PTSD so fucking bad, bruh. Like, and you know what give me the worst PTSD? Niggas, bruh. Like, niggas give me the worst PTSD. Humans give me the worst PTSD. Y'all, I got so much PTSD. And that shit looked just like that, where it seemed like it's like something triggers like a flashback, and it's like you reliving it all over again, you seeing it all over again, and it's a very real thing. And those triggers could be anything. For Rock, it's that wall where Lou died, but that could also be meeting another person and they just so happen to be named Lou, and then you get the flashbacks and shit. Like, that shit be just like that. So when people say I got PTSD, especially if they say it's severe, especially like with war veterans and stuff like that, that shit, don't take that lightly, because that shit is like experiencing it all over again, like being right back there. It's crazy. But we found that demon is hunting Rock for real. Like, that monkey riding her back hard. So that was cool to see. It also makes me wonder, like, well, how is Marvin going to find out the truth? Because now that we've seen that Rock is having PTSD, is she going to eventually just break and tell Marvin? That could possibly happen. It could. Could be Juke telling Marvin more information that she got from Detective Garcia. It could be Kanan being like, yeah, I did it. Which I'm gonna jump ahead again, y'all, or I'm gonna jump wherever, I don't know, just on from back or forward. Fuck it, just ride. The fuck. Marvin went to the barbershop to see where Neek was, ask or pay people off to get information on where Neek was, and they basically told him, like, fuck you flashing that wad at the wrong folk. You need to be flashing that wad at your nephew, because word on the street is your nephew is partners with him. So Marvin like, what? Like, yeah, word on the street is your nephew is partners with Unique, nigga. Him, Breeze, and Marvin's like, who the fuck is Breeze? And they like, bruh, you need to go holler at your nephew, because now you looking like a fool. So Marvin goes over to Kanan's place, and he like, man, what the fuck is you doing? The fuck you doing? You partner with Unique? What the fuck? And Kanan like, yo, chill. It's not like that. It's not like that at all. And so Marvin's like, how it ain't like that, motherfucker? And Kanan's like, you know, we took all Nick's corners, which I'm gonna come back to that too. We took all Nick's corners. He ain't doing shit about it. So Marvin's like, oh, that was y'all on 125th, 7.910 Street? Y'all be killing me with these numbered streets, man. So one way or another, Kanan's like, we always got a spot for you if you look it. Marvin chewed him to pieces. Y'all seen that viral clip of Michael Jackson talking to Prince, and Prince was like whining about like he wanted a cookie or something, and Michael was like, I'm gonna turn you into hamburger if you don't stop. Marvin turned Kanan's ass into hamburger, like he grinded the fuck out of him, but Kanan took it. He took it with that little smart aleck little look on his face. He did, like, had that little smart aleck like that. Like when you chastising your kid and it's like, you know, they thinking something smart in their head about you. Like you could just see it on their face, but you know they just holding it because of your authority. It was like that type of thing, you know. But I ain't gonna lie though. So Kanan held his own. He was like, look, I don't know where Neek is, but I'm about business right now. I got shit to do. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I fucked with Kanan this episode, y'all. I never thought in a million years I would say that I fucked with him this episode. Like, I could understand. Like, he felt much more human in this episode. And I just gotta be honest about that. So as Marvin was leaving though, Kanan was like, he said something to the effect of, be safe, gangster. And I ain't like the undertone of that, because that almost sounded like a warning for me. Speaking of warning, Stefano went to meet with, oh my gosh, Joe Patetti. I don't know how to say his name, y'all. Y'all know who I'm talking about. The Italian dude in Manhattan. And Stefano is mad because he's partnered up with Rock. And he don't want nobody in New York doing business with Rock. And I'm actually glad that they had the Manhattan dude tell Stefano everything that we've been saying all along, which is, nigga, you brought this shit on yourself. This happened because of you. What happened to you was because of you. You was doing some shit that you wasn't supposed to do. The fuck? But Stefano, he ain't like that. And he was like, he basically stood on, just know you're disappointing me and you're standing in the way of everything that we built and blah 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 blah. And the dude was like, is we finished or is we done? Rock is my partner, point blank in the period. So Stefano packed up his little belongings and he carried on home. He later had a meeting with Kanan and told him like, Rock is now working with old dude of Manhattan and Flossie. And Kanan's like, okay. Even Kanan didn't have no problem with that. He was like, okay, cool. At least she out of Queens. And now we can really like make money and focus on what we got here. Stefano ain't like that either. He like, yo, things can get messy. Things can get very, very messy. So Kanan basically like, look, she done did way worse than me. You know what I'm saying? And Rock has done some fucked up shit to Kanan. I ain't even gonna lie. Like, Rock has really done some fucked up shit to Kanan. Oh my gosh, y'all, I thought my thing stopped recording. I was be like, oh no. But yeah, so my first thought is Stefano is definitely planning to have Rock killed. Here's my thing. We have been saying all season that we want to see somebody go in the furnace. 5 seasons, we have yet to see anybody go in the furnace. Why the fuck did y'all bring up this furnace if y'all wasn't gonna show nobody going in it? Like, the fuck? Talking about it could get messy. We'll never fucking know. We trying to see it get fiery. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. But yeah, so Kanan basically just like, if you want to kill her, I don't give a shit. I'm trying to think what else, y'all. I think I went through everything I wanted to go through with this episode. I'm looking forward to, of course. Oh, I didn't talk about Breeze taking back Unique's block. So Breeze and Kanan pull up in an itty bitty yellow polka dot bikini car. And Breeze walks up to Reggie. Reggie is like the Brody of The Wire, but in Raising Kanan. He's the lead block boy. He control those corners. And Breeze is basically trying to convert Unique's crew over to his crew to work for him. So Reggie like, nah, fuck that. These Unique's corners. And they basically was loyal to Unique to the end. Because even when Breeze was like, look, Unique gone, blah, blah, blah. You either work for us or you ain't gonna work at all. And Reggie was straight up like, well then fuck that shit. This is my block, nigga. So I was supposed to say Braves. So Breeze, he's like, yeah, show block. Okay, show block. And he walks off. And he sneakily pulls the gun out his waist, turn around, and he clips Reggie in the head. Boom. Instant headshot. Then he proceeds to stand over Reggie and continue shooting several bullets into his dead body. He decides to waste more bullets into Reggie. And then he's just standing there, and then Kanan nudges him like, come on, let's go. And you can hear the police sirens, and Breeze continues to just stand there, like he's counting down in his head, and then he walk off. Completely unnecessary, by the way. It felt very much like a performance. And here's my thing. It leads me back to like my problem with Breeze. It's like I'm not seeing the legendary figure that everybody has hyped up for so long. Nearly every conflict that he's had, he reaches for a gun. For Fight Club, when dude was like, oh, he say he out, and Breeze was like, put him down, and dude was like, but he said he out, and then Breeze showed the gun, was like, put him down, I'm gonna put you down, and dude was like, all right. Reggie, everything. But you know what? There was a scene where him and Kanan beat somebody else in the park, so we're gonna see. Maybe he do got hands, but I'd be more interested in seeing throwing hands. You know what I'm saying? Speaking of throwing hands, bro, you want to talk about Power Force, Diamond versus Tommy? That's what the fuck I'm talking about. That's what the fuck I'm talking about. That's probably like my favorite fight scene. Like, period. Well, I was gonna say in Power Force. The scene between what's her name, Claudette? The white chick. Anyway, yeah, so I'm interested in seeing him actually throw hands. Shameik Moore is doing a good job. With that being said, he's doing I think he's a wonderful actor. I really do. It's not his fault that he is the light-skinned Aunt Viv. You know what I'm saying? It's not his fault. It still doesn't take away that he is a great actor. Snapping Pops, oh my God, I'll be so happy when we can stop talking about these folks. They worried about Unique returning because he popped up last time, and honestly, they should be worried, but they worried about the wrong person. They should be worried about Breeze. Breeze told Kanan earlier the old heads gotta go. They didn't have us hear that for nothing. Okay, this is what I want to circle back to. Jukebox, she go to the club, y'all. She go back to the little lesbian club. And in season 4, she was at the same lesbian club when she met this light-skinned girl. And they went off into some back room and the girl sucked on her. And then after the girl was finished sucking on her, Juke told her, the girl was like, "Hey, you want my number? Da, da, da." And Juke was like, "No, this ain't that." And left her ass there cold. Oh, that shit was cold, bro. That shit was real cold after the girl done sucked on her and shit. So Juke comes strolling into the same lesbian bar and the girl is there. So the girl's like, "Long time no see." Yeah, blah, blah, blah. And Juke come up to her like smiling and stuff, and then she pulled the girl, pulling her probably towards the back room so the girl could suck on her again. Man, please, Juke would have tried to pull on me. I would have been like, "This ain't that." Like, period. You think you finna this ain't that me? Then you gonna pop up out the blue and you want me to suck on you again? Like, you ain't just leave me with my jaw on the floor. Like, what the fuck? You got me fucked up. So anyway, the next scene shows them, the girl still in the bed naked. Juke, she swallowed again in her clothes and she getting ready to leave, and the girl like, if you keep coming around often, I'm gonna catch feelings. I catch feelings real fast. And Juke was like, "Well, what's wrong with what we doing?" And she was like, "I like you and you really know how to fuck." I'm like, how is that possible? But okay. And then Juke, she came back to the bed and was like, "I like the way you fuck too." Again, how is that possible? But okay, whatever. So she sit down on the bed or whatever, and then they start kissing. So I guess they in a relationship. Bye, Aisha. Anyway, I'm still kind of shocked that Juke didn't kill Myra. I thought for sure she would kill Myra, but okay, girl. Anyway, so I think I've covered everything from the top to the bottom. Final thoughts. I think this was a setup. This was definitely like a setup. It's building up to the fallout, the final fallout with Kanan and the family. I'm interested in seeing how this Flossie situation is gonna tie in with Marvin. Like, I don't know her motives, y'all. I really don't. But yeah, it's getting interesting. For real. We don't have many more to go. But all right, y'all. It's almost 45 minutes of me yapping yap. Go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see y'all in the comments, and I will definitely catch y'all soon. I'm gonna be dropping a Breeze video so I can explain myself further. But all right, y'all be safe. Bye.